What's up, storytellers? Iron Garlic here, and I'm here with our first edition of Tuesday Tips. And today we're going to talk about how to use the mirror exposure effect, this weird prehistoric mental trick to increase leads, to increase sales, to increase video views, increase profits. And I'm going to give you one specific tip that you can do today to execute that. All right, so part of my Tuesday tips is I want to have executable things. So we're going to talk about the mirror exposure effect, how you can be using it. And I have other videos about the mirror exposure effect, exactly what it is and how it works. But it's one of these cognitive biases. It's a prehistoric trick that's laid inside of our brain. And yes, it is a trick on the brain in a certain aspect because it's not a natural thing. It's not something we can control. But I want you to use it for good. And if you're using it for good, if you're using it to help someone, if you're using it to sell something that people need, I'm using it to help people grow their businesses, to believe that they can grow their businesses, to use tried and true techniques to grow their businesses, and also for videographers to help those businesses. And I want you to realize that we need to use whatever tricks we have, because there's a lot of people out there that are selling things that aren't good, and they're going to use these. So it's kind of like one of those, I know you don't want to do it, but it's going to help someone. So the mirror exposure effect essentially tricks the brain into thinking that we like something just because we've seen it a lot. And especially it deals with people. We see more and more. The more we see them, the more we hear them, the more we believe that they're our friend, that they're an authority. And why is that important? Well, we buy from friends. We listen to friends. How are you going to get more sales, more leads? Well, if we buy from friends, we're going to buy more if they believe you're a friend. You're going to get more leads because they're going to opt in because they're going to believe you are a friend. They're going to be less suspicious. When I get this all the time from our clients, especially people that have done the storyboard blueprint and have executed and done all the videos, like, man, when people walk through my door, they feel like I'm their best friend already. We've done this with lawyers, doctors, dentists, and actually other celebrities who we've increased their views, increased their video views. And why does it increase video views? Well, think about it. The more someone sees you, the more someone hears your voice, sees your face, the more they think you're a friend, the more they're going to believe that on the other side of that is something good. I mean, we've all watched stuff from Oprah or Tom Hanks or Gary Vee. You know, when I met Gary Vee and he came on the show, I felt like I knew. And I've watched a ton of his videos. Some of his videos are really good. Some videos are just okay. That's going to happen. But I trust that he's going to put some good content out there, so I give him the benefit of the doubt. So that's how the mirror exposure effect can get you more video views. How do you implement the mirror exposure effect? Well, let's talk a little bit about where you can be doing this. What the big mistake people make is that they think it's a one-time thing. You need more and more people seeing your face. You need more and more people hearing your voice. So what I'm going to show you here is the customer journey map is something that we use on a regular basis. And this is the customer journey overview. If you comment down below, we'll send you a link to get the customer journey overview. It won't cost you anything. This is one we use at Authentic Web. We're constantly evolving it. But your customers, your clients, your viewers are all on a journey. From the time they don't know they have a problem, think about everything you've ever done. And they Google and they search and they watch videos. We all are in this constant journey. And before anyone buys anything, Google says that they've Googled stuff 10 times. They've searched for stuff 10 times before making a purchase. So we're on this entire journey. So when you make videos all along addressing the entire journey, the more people see your face, the more you become a friend, the more you become a trusted authority. If you're creating these videos properly, you will start to become a friend and authority. So by the time it comes time to make a purchase decision, by the time they're ready and it's like, oh, I've got a problem, I need this solved, you're the only choice. So all along this way, you should be making videos. It's going to increase your profits. It's going to increase your leads. It's going to make you an authority like we've talked about. But one of the easiest places to do this is right here, when they find you. This part right here. It's about 4 steps in, 5 steps in. And they find you, they look for solutions, they get your name. So I want to talk about this for a second. When you're given a name, what's the first thing you do with it? You Google it, right? You go to Google and you figure out who this person is. You start searching. You might search on Facebook. You might search in other places. So this is the place, this is the time for you to easily increase your mirror exposure effect, because they might not call you right away. They might call you right away. They want to connect a face to it. And every time they see your face, hear your voice, the more they're going to feel like you are a friend. And what's going to happen? Well, they're going to trust you more. They're going to be more likely to buy from you. They're going to be willing to spend more from you. They're also going to be willing to give you that benefit of a doubt, right? So this is the easiest place when someone Googles your name. So what do I want to do? I want you to first, step one, take a look at what shows up when your name is Googled. If you don't have a video of you showing up there, and especially a video about you, one of the things I like is I have videos that other people have done with me. So it's almost a transfer of authority too. Yes, they get some of the transfer authority, but it shows that, hey, I know other people. There's a few things you should be doing. An extensive about us video, crafted properly, is probably one of the best things you do, plus customer stories, case stories, plus some other interviews are great to show up in Google in those search results. Those videos, immediately the eye is drawn to them, and then they see your face, and then they watch the video, and they get to know you a little bit, right? And that mirror exposure effect is triggering. But we want something quick. It's a Tuesday tip, so I want to give you something quick and easy to do. So you've looked up your name. Now what I want you to do is step 2. Write down 3 things, 3 reasons you do why you do what you do. 3 reasons why you do what you do. Write those down in the context of the other person. Why would it be important for that other person to know this? What are those 3 things? I mean, you might have 5 things, but what are the top 3 things? Spend a couple minutes doing that. Then what I want you to do is get out your phone, and if you have a tripod, put it on a tripod. If you have a mic, that's great. If you don't, just go ahead and shoot the video. Say, hey, Iron Garlic here. You know the 3 reasons I do what I do? I love helping entrepreneurs. I love helping businesses that help other businesses. Nothing makes me happier than when I get that email saying, man, another person hired me just because of those videos that you did for me. I love it. And I also love helping other videographers help those people and make that happen. And I love growing a business and improving it and improving other businesses. So I'm always improving myself, right? There's a quick 30-second video. You can do one. Guess what? Yes, you might not. You might like, you're practiced at doing that. So what? You can take the video down. The content doesn't matter with the mirror exposure effect as much as seeing your face, hearing your voice. And if you do this and you put in the context of them, you're going to improve your message. But now what I want you to do is upload that to YouTube, all right? You can upload it real quick. YouTube doesn't make that sound, but you can upload it. And then once it's uploaded, I want you to do is say, put your name in it. Now, if you have a real common name like John Smith, it's going to be hard to rank for that. But you can be more extensive, like John Smith, attorney, Orlando. Right? There's a better chance. Or John Smith, criminal defense attorney, Orlando. Jane Doe, videographer for attorneys, Orlando. Boom. The closer you get to that, people are going to Google that because they can't find you right away. If you have a very uncommon name, like me, you have a better chance of it. My problem is because Ian and Garlic, I've talked about this before, Garlic is pretty common, and Ian's very common name, so there's a lot of chefs named Ian, and I get Google alerts all the time for that, but that's a whole nother story. So now what you've done, you've shot the video, you've uploaded to YouTube, put your name, maybe a couple other modifiers, name of your business in the title, put it in the description, put it in the tag, all right? And then share that on Facebook. It's as simple as that. So now we've driven some more traffic to it. It's like, here's a little bit about me. You have people like you, trust you. If you really want to get extensive, send it out in an email to people, but you don't have to do that much. What it's going to start to do is give you a chance for ranking for your name, and you're going to start to control your online reputation and take advantage of that mirror exposure effect, because that's one time that someone's going to see you and hear you and begin to know, like, and trust you before they meet you. which will increase the chance of them buying from you. They'll increase the chance of them watching more of your content. It'll increase the chance of them, referring to you too. It makes it easier for people to refer to you. So go ahead and do that. It's 4 simple steps. It shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. But that 30 minutes can make you a ton of money, get you a ton of leads, and start to build the business that you love. Let me know what you think about the tip. If you have any questions down below, if you want that customer journey map, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. And please like this. Let me know you like this. And subscribe to this channel. We're going to be putting a lot more of this content out there. But until then, take action. And thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe.